I think there's something wrong with my mods.
Welcome back to Fort Mort. It is time to mod B1. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. Is the third of this series with the GG team. As we talked about, target locks are super important on this team. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If target was target locked, all droid allies recover 5% of their leader's max health and protection. Doesn't really heal a whole lot. You're going to find you're going to be doing his secondary more often. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict target lock for 2 turns on the selected target. Gain 1 stack of droid battalion for each other separatist ally. Up to 4. Heal target other separatist ally for 0.5% health and 0.5% protection for each stack of droid battalion. So if you've got the Zeta and he's at 100, you're going to be dealing or issuing 50% health and protection backed on your allies.
Roger, roger.
When another separatist ally uses an ability during their turn, B1 assists, dealing 40% less damage. Limit once per turn. When another droid ally uses a special ability, B1 gains turn meter. Keep that in mind, guys. Special ability. Not unique, not basic, but special. So keep that in mind when you're going through the battle. Droid Battalion. This one I learned the hard way when I started my baby and test account. I faced a guy that had the Gear 1, Level 1, with a Zeta or somewhere along that line, the minimum to get the Zeta. And it was nuts because it was such a pain at that level because the Zeta goes from 50 to 100 stacks. He's so hard to kill. B1 can't score critical hits or be revived. B1 has no protection, 1 health, and 100 stacks of droid battalion, aka you cannot get any benefit from protection or health on this guy. And 100 stacks of droid battalion and can't be defeated. Keep in mind that 100 stacks comes from the Zeta, so it goes to 50 stacks unless you get the Zeta. It can't be defeated or destroyed while they have droid battalion. When all stacks of droid battalion expire, B1 is immediately destroyed. B1 is immune to damage over time, and their max health and max protection can't be increased. When B1 takes damage, they dispel all debuffs on themselves, just like GG. You can't debuff them. And loses 8 stacks of droid battalion. At the start of B1's turn, they gain 3 stacks of droid battalion. Each stack grants B1 plus 2% offense and all separatist allies plus 0.5% tenacity and crit avoidance. So you get a little extra on there as well. So you're getting 50% tenacity and 50% crit avoidance if he's at full stacks. Keep in mind that lowers as he gets hit. All right, let's go ahead and look at what the community's doing. So the one that I recommend is going to be offense with potency, but it's very difficult to get. A lot of times it's a lot easier to do speed and potency. Community's doing 36% of offense potency, and then 21% it's speed and potency, more than likely because they're either unknowledgeable or because they just don't have the mods for it yet. Best triangle is going to be offense, 82%. I agree. Best cross, 68%, and 23% at potency. Mostly agree. Protection or health, it doesn't matter. You can see it's 50-50, which is ironic because neither one of those stats help B1. Speed on the arrow, 100% agree. 91% of the community doing that. All right, quickly, I want to look at his mastery. His mastery includes crit chance, crit damage, and damage. This is the most popular mastery in the game. I think there's like 61 characters overall. I believe there are 12 different masteries that you can get in the game. This one is by far the most in the game. Looking at his mastery relic scales, he's got mastery, health, which is ironic. It shouldn't even be on this amplifier. Is mind-blowing to me. Critical damage, 7.7 or 7.5%. Critical damage, crit chance, armor, which is another one that's ironic that's on here. Damage, critical chance, and resistance. So, how do I have my B1 modded? Very similar to what the... So, how do I have my B1 modded? So, I'll show you. Starting off with the arrow, we've got speed. I've got potency mods, 2, offense 4. This is the way to roll because I can afford to do them. Speed, offense, potency, offense. You can see that. Just tons of speed, offense, and potency. Again, offense, triangle, speed, offense. I would like a little bit more, but because I had the offense here and the high stacks of flat offense, of course, I want potency on there as well. Offense is way more important on this guy, though. Cross has got offense, and of course, useless protection. Then we've got speed. I would like more speed on him if possible. Protection doesn't matter. Speed. This is the only reason I have this on him is because of the speed. It's 17 speed. It's the only mod I could find offensive-wise that would give him something. And then it's got a little bit of offense on the percentage. Hopefully when it goes to 6E, it hits that offense or the speed. This one here, 13 speed. This is a pretty good mod. 2.69% offense and 211 flat. Protection's useless, but the speed at 13 is nice. And then 20 speed, this is the only reason I'm wearing this one, is because of the speed. There's no flat offense, and that's okay. Everything else is pretty much useless. As you can see here, protection, useless. I've got him at 267 speed. I personally would like him around 290 or so. I just don't have the offense mods to do it right now. I like him hitting hard. The team gets turn meter, but this would be an unbelievable team if I can get him up to 300. Potency sitting at 89.79%. Excess damage, 2795 extra is huge. As for the Zeta, it's an amazing Zeta. Each stat grants B1 plus 2% offense, plus the 50% tenacity and 50% critical avoidance at 100. And you can go above 100. Like in events, I forget which event it is, but he can get up in the 200, 300, 400 stack range, which really gets the team rolling. So this is 100% a required Zeta in my opinion. Relic priority for the gas event. He's almost 100% necessary to get gas nowadays, but he's great at relic levels anyway because it scales. His damage scales. He hits really, really, really hard. Speed minimum goal, like I said, about 280 is what I'm recommending. 290 is what I want to get him to if possible. So you cannot put dots on him, so tenacity is useless. The only stats that are worth a darn on this guy, there's 3 of them. Offense, speed, potency. So freaking simple. Bet a lot of you guys didn't know that. So when you're looking for these mods, a lot of your stats are going to be useless. You can only get overall 2 offense, 1 potency, and 1 speed. So at max of the 5 on the mod, you can only put 4 for this guy. In the meantime, stay tuned for the next video. It should be Magna Guard and Droidica coming up on deck.
We are 1 battalion strong.
Shut up and sit down.